nothing can compare to. I set myself free, nothing can compare to. Yeah, you set my world free, nothing can compare to this. I found you in the VBO. You set my world free, I found you in the VBO. You set my world free, I found you in the VBO. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Oh, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take you to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level. Another. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I believe in myself in the VBO. As I level up with every move, we'll take you to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another.
Who will I be when trouble comes calling for me? Will I live the way I believe when I'm backed up against the wall? What kind of heart do I have in my chest? Does it beat for my Savior or just for my flesh? What will I do in the moment that everything falls? I'm gonna stand in a world that's breaking, stand for a truth unchanging. I'm not ashamed of concealing the cost. I'll stay right here at the foot of the cross and stand. for the one who gave everything. Stand up because you deserve all of me. Not gonna give up, not gonna give in now. Stand up for the one who gave everything. Stand up because you deserve all of me. Not gonna give up, not gonna give in now. Oh, and if it takes all I am, I'm gonna stand in a world that's breaking. Stand for a truth unchanging. I'm not ashamed of concealing the cost. I'll stand right here at the foot of the cross and stand. Jesus, help me stand.
Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things.
You know what it is. It's your favorite Saturday night program with laughter, huge, awesome topics, and a lot of, well, VYG, if you know what I mean. You're currently connected to the right place at the right time, because starting right now is the VBO Clock, brought to you by the VYG.
Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay.
What's up, what's good, VYG fam, and to everybody who's connected with us on another VBO Clock. It's good to be back on Facebook. It's good to be back on the VBO Clock and good to be back on Facebook. If you look at my background, it is slowly revamping, not revamping, as a matter of fact, revamping would be the wrong word. I told you guys that we're going to be slowly giving you guys a new background. Soon I'm going to have a nice recording. I'm going to share with you guys a young recording of this new room, which is 100% dedicated to the VYG. All the other hoods we were in. I'm going to tell you why I'm laughing at the word hood here. All the other places, we were basically borrowing them. We were there, half, we were paying rent. Let me put it like that. We were paying rent for those other places. Here, on the other hand, this is 100% VYG. And of course, it's not yet fully built. It's not yet fully done. But it's getting there. Even the lighting was specifically made for this moment. Like, we had the privilege of envisioning how the VBO Clock would be, just being here with you guys and being able to have exactly what we want. It's not yet there, but at least it's a taste. And I was like, let's already start. It's not yet. I mean, this plain white here, I was like, that looks horrible. But you know that what matters here with you guys is the juge, and I know you guys never disappoint. Welcome back to Facebook. I like how Offensive put it. I was finished when I read this comment that the burbs were hostile. Welcome back to Kasi and stuff. Here is where you guys are going to be able to tag each other and roast each other when applicable, and just have that interaction and that 100% feel of the VBO Clock. All right. Today I've got a pretty interesting topic to share with you guys. But before we kick into that, we've actually got a few things, as a matter of fact, to cover. But I'm already gonna bring in Lebu, who is our our reporter who's going to tell us a little bit about the weather. Guys, please don't mind this camera. It's just a new system that's here. That's now everywhere I go, this camera just decides to follow me. So don't pay attention to it if it starts going like it's doing right now, doing its own thing. It's not anybody here. I'm actually alone, guys. It's AI. This thing's taking over the world. So I'm gonna bring Lebu in here for Lebu to talk to us a little bit about what to expect weather-wise and whatever else she has to share with us, those weird facts that she usually, myths and facts that Lebu shares with us. Anyways, Miss Lebu, how are you doing today?
Good day, PJ. I'm good, thanks. And you?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back on Facebook. I literally took some time to try to troubleshoot and find out what was going on. And I was like, yes, it's finally back in action. So it's good to be back here. And very, very amped to, I still can't believe, this time next week I'll be having the Vibe O'Clock in Cape Town. That's what I'm thinking. And I hope I can, hopefully, if you guys have internet like we have here, you know, our internet here.
No, we do.
But yeah, besides that, I'm very amped to be there. I can't believe, I was thinking about it this week, that it's been 9 years since I left Cape Town. So it's going to be a very special, I think it's going to be special, not just for you guys, because we're cooking something special for you guys, but also it's going to be special for me. A very significant place for me, and many situations, good and bad, in my life took place in Cape Town. So I can't wait to touch down Cape Town. I'll be there Thursday evening. Thursday I'm landing in Cape Town. So it's going to be special, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are cooking up something special. What can PJ expect? Don't say vibes.
This is all that I can do.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah.
Okay. I'll be ready for it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'll be ready for it. So talk to us, Lebu. What do you have in store for us today?
So today we have 3 myths again, and as well the weather segment. But we can kick it off first with the weather segment. I have to say, it felt a bit weird being back on Facebook, because now we adjusted to YouTube, and now it's like, back home. But
I always believed we were going to come back to Facebook. Those who were doubting the ability of coming back to Facebook, that's on them. I believed that it was going to happen. I had faith.
At this point, we adapted to YouTube.
Y'all gave in to YouTube. That's the problem. Some were even going as far as Instagram, and I told them, guys, this Instagram life is not going to work. But yeah, talk to us. Lebu, talk to us. I don't know if I have your weather thing here. If Madam Producer... Oh, she did send me. I'm the one who buys it. Sorry. But yeah, go for it.
Let me just open it here.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who's in trouble. Madam... Our producer, guys, our Vibe O'Clock producer, she's on top of things. She always brings her A game, like here, and she's like, PJ, you're gonna do this and that. Obviously, here and there, when there are other inspirations, then we make those adjustments. But generally, she's the one who will tell me what to do, how to do it, and you know, it's just awesome. Shout out to Buhle. But yeah, she did send me. Yeah, it's all on you. Your poster is there, your face is there. I'm not even in the picture.
So, as you can see, in Cape Town, it was a bit sunny today. So the weather was a bit lenient on our side today. So that was nice to have a bit of sunshine instead of rain in Cape Town. And then, as you can see,
Okay.
in Johannesburg, it's 16 degrees Celsius. So it's, you guys, there's no rain that side, but, you know, it's still chilly, cold, and all that. And in Pretoria, it's 18 degrees Celsius. So our Pretoria fam as well, you guys must be wearing the jackets and all that. And then as well, George, 19 degrees Celsius. In Gqeberha, 24. East London, 26. Port St. John's, 23. So as you go up, like towards the north coastal area, it's like your 20s. So they have sunshine over there. So it's safe to say you guys can wear your sunscreen, your caps, because even though, yeah, it's cold in the other places, in the coastal areas, it's still with warm. So it's summer that side. Pongola, 22. Maputo, 24. Musina, 22. That's the lowest I've ever seen Musina be, which is 22 degrees Celsius, because it's normally 26, 28, 30.
That time we
And
would
then
love to have that
Pulukula.
weather here.
Yeah. And that side, it's always like I think 22 is their cold,
Yeah, it's
which
winter
is
for
on
them
our side,
tomorrow.
it's warm.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So they are at 22 degrees Celsius. Polokwane, 21. Lipalalala, 24. Gaborone, 22. Union's End,
I think it's
19 degrees
Lepalale.
Lipalale.
It dropped you. It's okay. We all get dropped once in our lives, once or twice, and it happens, Lepo. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't take it. Don't take it to heart. Be like, I got this. Don't let it get to you, Lepo. You got this.
And then Gaborone, 22 degrees Celsius. Union's End, 19. Kakhalahadi, 27 degrees, which is quite warm. It's very warm. So you guys can. I think Kakhalahadi is the warmest of all, which is 27 tomorrow. So you guys can have your sunscreen, your caps. I don't think you'll need the jacket because
What?
27
At 27? The Khalahari guys are chilled.
No, they chilled. They have their ice water there and everything. At this point, they don't need their jackets. And Uppington as well. I think Uppington, East London, and Kakhalahadi are the warmest tomorrow because it's 26 and 27. And then the rest of the provinces, it's just, a bit chilly and a bit warm. Not too sunny, but warm. But yeah, that is it from the weather segment today.
Okay, interesting. I'm just wondering. 16's our max, right?
Max.
Yeah, 16 is our maximum temperature tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's written there, max. Okay. I think we can deal with it. It's not as bad.
I mean, last week it was the max was 1. So yeah, that's quite improvement compared to the 1.
I'm ignoring the comment section, Lipo. I'm ignoring them. Pretend, and I suggest you do the same.
I see it.
Don't. Let's go to the myths and the facts, Lipo. Let's go to the myths and the facts. Let's just leave these guys, pretend like they don't exist.
So the first one, the myth, the first one is being in a relationship is a sign of maturity.
Okay.
So that's a popular myth amongst young people. And when you think about it, it's actually like something that you see like very often because people like often view marriage, being in a relationship as you are now matured. You are now, at some other level. And that's something that's very popular among young people that, when you're in a relationship, you're matured. So many young people believe that the moment they're in a relationship, it means they leveled up emotionally or socially. But the truth is, being in a relationship doesn't automatically make you mature, and being single doesn't mean you're behind. In fact, real maturity shows how you treat yourself and others, and how you handle emotions, boundaries, accountability, and even how you grow spiritually. And rushing into love for status or pressure can cause more harm than good. So, And then it says here, it's okay to grow first, heal first, love yourself. The right relationship will meet you at the right time. And then the truth about the myth. Oh, I scrolled down too fast. Sorry. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll read the comment section meanwhile. Well, the problem is they're not gonna take this one lightly, but it's okay. It's not a.
It's scrolling fast. Okay. Yeah, there it is. No, that's the wrong one.
Uh-oh. Okay, let me give my thoughts till you find it. So like, I think being in a relationship can help someone mature. I'm not saying that they are mature, but I do believe it helps with maturity. I don't know. I know for a fact, like when it comes to marriage, works the lights out of our maturity. Yo, it really, really works our maturity levels like nobody's business. Nobody's business. Relationships, I think it depends how serious that relationship is. I feel like, yeah, just because if you're 15 and in a relationship doesn't mean you're going to become mature just because you're in a relationship. But that's just something I wanted to throw out there. Did you find your notes? Almost like carry on. Or do you just want to go to the next one?
I'm getting it's getting jammed up here, so I'm trying to continue from the first one, and it's taking me to the last one. Oh, there it is.
So you typed it and you didn't write it out.
No, I tried something new today, and
so you got tired of having your handwriting betray you.
Yes.
Okay.
Eventually.
Okay.
So I tried to mix it up a bit today, but now I see.
That's trapping you. Your new method 1, lebu 0.
Yes.
Lepalale 1, lebu 0. Khalahadi 1, lebu 0.
I'm gonna get there.
You will.
So it says the idea is misleading. While relationships can help you grow, as you shared, being one doesn't automatically mean you're mature, and not being in one doesn't mean you're immature. So yeah, I think that was the conclusion.
Okay. I already put my thoughts there. I'm not gonna get involved with this love life thing. Not today. Next myth.
And it says it's cool. This is the second one. It's cool to be savage, heartless, or unbothered.
This is an interesting
one. Social media often glorifies being cold, unbothered, emotionally detached, or savage, as if caring too much is weak, and being numb is powerful. But here's the truth. Acting like you don't care doesn't make you strong. It often means you're protecting yourself from pain, disappointment, or vulnerability. The I don't care culture is a mask. Behind most people who are heartless is someone who's been hurt, rejected, or misunderstood. And it says, setting boundaries. The real strength is setting boundaries without being bitter, being kind without being a pushover, healing instead of hardening, choosing peace over pride. So you don't have to become cold to survive in this world. You can be soft, strong, and secure all at the same time. And yeah, that's the second myth.
I find this one quite interesting because I feel like a lot of people I feel like they feel superior the moment they are savage to another person. I'm the kind of person who I like using sarcasm a lot. Sometimes I'm a bit too much. Sometimes I gotta hold myself. And this is something my wife has told me quite a few times. I love sarcasm. Like, I love sarcasm. Whether it's in the joking way, but also sometimes when I'm a little bit upset, I will use sarcasm. But I have learned that sarcasm also has a negative connotation because sarcasm, it gives off that tone of belittling another person. it gives off that mindset that you're less than me. I'm trying to think of an example, because usually when we're sarcastic, we're like, no, hey, and then we say what we want to say. We throw it in there, and I feel like that belittles. And the savagery, heartless, the unbothered, nonchalant kind of mindset, as people are mentioning here, I feel like all of that also can belittle people. I think being savage, I mean, sometimes we are savage where we tease each other and so forth. As I always say, as long as you understand your boundaries, we'll say that was savage and stuff. We tease each other's. Being heartless, I don't think there's anything good about being heartless. I just feel like there are times where we need to manage our emotions. There are moments of which we express our emotions, which is not a problem when you're happy. And sometimes even with a certain equilibrium of anger, express your emotions, but be very careful where that being heartless is you not caring about other people. Unbothered, for example. I'm not bothered with your feelings. We're here laughing every week. We'll be here. We'll tease Lebu and so forth. But if we realize that Lebu's not taking this and I'm unbothered, we're unbothered about it, we are actually belittling her. We are belittling you. If we usually laugh Lebu and you just take it very, very lighthearted. But if ever you feel like this has crossed the line, and I'm always watching here the comment section, we laugh because we're family. But if I ever see a comment, and I've seen this before where somebody will cross that line, we will be the first to go against that, because being heartless or unbothered about what you're feeling at that moment, and regardless of who that person is, how tough that person is, I feel like being unbothered or heartless, there is no one who is heartless. Everybody has a heart. Even the meanest person on earth has feelings. The difference is that there are people who cover their feelings more than others. I just feel like, so it is cool to be savage. No, I don't think so. And really what you're saying is, those savage people, will find those movies where the bully is the cool girl and she's all bully and she's got her friends and she's usually savage or she's heartless or she's unbothered. What is a bully? A bully is a person who's suffering on the inside and has to act tough on the outside, So it's just something that we should take care of. Angel even says here, in my view, people who are sarcastic think they are superior to us. Definitely, when you use sarcasm to a certain extent, it does. Like I said, I use sarcasm. I don't like being always, but I do use a lot of sarcasm. But I feel like it's something I should also work on. Maybe I should be careful when I'm being sarcastic, because I might be coming out as so-called cool, but falling under the category of someone who's belittling others. So that's just my view here on this one, Lebu.
Yeah, and sometimes even like the whole concept of being savage, it's even to, speak in a way that's hurtful to the other person, and you're like, oh, but it's the truth. Like, this is truth, whether you like it or not. And somehow that can be a facet for you to facilitate that wrong behavior towards that other person, because it's not caring or looking out for how they will take it. Of course, there's a balance in how you deal with it, but it's as well to a certain extent wrong when we're like, oh, this and this and the other, like, boom. And then you're like, but it's the truth. And then you're like, yeah, but it's the truth. I'm a very truthful person. So you deal with it, I think that's something that's very common as well. And it's all covered by the whole facet of savage, unbothered, and all that.
Certainly. Ironically, when you're saying this about not caring about what you say, it's one of our Lifestyle 101. Today I'll be back with the Lifestyle 101, and one of the guides touches up on that. Ironically, it's as if we had agreed, but we didn't. It's a very, very, very interesting thing you just brought up here, Lebu. This myth is powerful, I must say. And the last but not least, Lebu, talk to us.
So this one is it's very interesting. So if you're struggling with mental health, you're just seeking attention. So this myth is dangerous and harmful. It makes people feel like they have to suffer in silence just to avoid being judged. And struggling with mental health doesn't make you dramatic, weak, or attention seeking, it makes you human. So, mental health battles are real, just like physical ones. You wouldn't shame someone for going to the doctor, so why shame someone for going to therapy, asking for help, or saying, I'm not okay? So, what this myth does is that it silences people who desperately need support, encourages bottling things up, which often makes things worse, creates stigma in homes, schools, and even, yeah. And real strength is reaching out when you need help, admitting when you're not okay, learning to take care of your mind and soul, not just your body. So this one is when I think about it, it's something that you see that's so common because when you scroll through social media and when you see people, commenting that they not okay or they, feel depressed and things like that, and it'll always be bashed. There's never that moment where, it'll always be bashed. And that's something that you see that's quite common on social media.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people whom are sharing that they're not okay and things like that are often perceived as attention, seekers and all that.
I want to say I'm going to wrap this one very simple. If you feel like you're struggling with mental health issue, or if you're seeking for attention, this is where the VYG fam comes in. And this is what the Help Project is all about. For those of you, are you an attention seeker? It's okay. We'll give you the attention. Are you struggling with, mental health challenges? The VYG fam is here. We have the best mentors and coordinators who are out here, and the fam is in general to accommodate you. And you want attention, we'll give you that attention. Trust me, we'll give you that attention gladly. We don't mind it. We don't mind sharing, because sharing is caring. I'm not even going to go deep into this one. And those who think that people who have mental health issues are seeking attention, probably they've never suffered with that, or they are, as the previous myth covered, they're just heartless, and that's it. That's all I'm going to put. I'm not even going to go deep into this. I mean, people are going through hell, suicidal. What is there with... Maybe I'll even go deep. I'll even go one step further. If a person is suffering with mental health, probably they are seeking attention because they're so lonely, they're so hurt, they're so bombarded by so much that they're going through. And they're seeking attention for them to find help. So maybe it's not a problem that they are seeking attention. I wouldn't have a problem with that. So I repeat, VYG fam is here for you. Are you struggling with mental health? We're here for you. You got the right fam here to help you. All right. Lebu, any final words before you bounce and leave us? Because I've got two other guests to hop on in a few.
So, the place where you can be next week on the 20th. All roads lead to Mega Hangout next week on the 20th. So if you want to fly to Cape Town, if you want to walk, if you want to take your bicycle and start strolling already, come. You won't regret it. So next week is the place to be.
It's ironic you're working for next week as if there's no hangout tomorrow. Like, don't worry about tomorrow. Y'all can stay home. It is a cold Sunday in Cape Town tomorrow, so don't worry about coming. Just make sure to come next.
No. Tomorrow we'll have the hangout. Tomorrow come join us in the Cape. The zhuzh will be there still tomorrow. But next week on the 20th, it will be amplified. So come tomorrow. Yes, come for the hangout tomorrow. But next week, you know where you should be, in the Cape. All roads lead to the Cape next week.
Awesome. I know some people from Joburg who are flying down to the Cape just for I know some who are flying down and others who are flying down for the Mega Hangout. So y'all are really Y'all are really causing an impact on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. This one, it's go big or go home. This mega hangout.
I will take my jugeometer with me. I have a jugeometer wherever I go. And I'll take my jugeometer and I'm going to measure the level of juge that is in the Cape.
It'll be there.
It was
At this
known.
point, at this point, it will exceed even the geometer. You will need it tomorrow, next week, at the Cape. It will exceed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see what's gonna happen, and I'm not doubting you either, Lebu. Anyways, Lebu, your final words before you leave us, or were those already your final words?
Those are my final words. Those are my
Superb.
final words.
Superb. Okay, fam, we're gonna go for a short break. When we come back, we have two amazing people who are gonna be joining us and talking a little bit about a journey of their lives, and you guys just have to stay connected. We're gonna be right back.
Welcome today, smile on my face.
Stay right where you are, because we still got a lot in store for you. You're currently tuned in to the Vibe Clock, brought to you by the VYG.
Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a
For you to get a loaf of bread, that requires like a combination of specialist workers. One bakes the bread, another makes the plastic, the bread is put inside of the plastic, and then we hire a truck that will take your bread to your retail store before it comes to your table for consumption. What is this bread? YPG. What are these specialist workers? Every single member of the YPG. And if one specialist worker fails to function, it cripples out the entire industrialized society, because together we are one. So allow me to educate, stimulate, define, refine, boldly, quite literally change your intentions, profusely, proactively change your perception, transfuse in your intellect, how to conceptualize ideas, produce, reproduce with great precision. The YPG is a round of applause, standing ovation. It's good, it's great, it's unbeatable, it's flawless, it's impactful. The YPG is sweet, like angels' feet. The YPG is the embodiment of positive thinking and personal empowerment. Where there's difficulty, we see an opportunity. It is the fire-up example of the theory that the engines of success run on tenacity and hard work. The real you is the prolific source of all power. Mines of power lie unexplored within you. You use this power unconsciously, you achieve certain things. Learn to use this power consciously so you can go to another level. Together as one.
This is certainly one of our coolest poems. And I would like to hear a bit more poems. I'd love you guys to send, because sometimes you guys only send us these challenges when we have, or rather these beautiful content when we have challenges. Why don't you send it before? You know, you don't have to wait. Just send us those guijos. Just send us those poems. I'd love to have more poems, especially more updated, VYG updated poems for us to share here in our breaks during the Vibe Clock. Now, today, we have two of our VYG mentors, people who have their struggles and have obtained something special in the past couple of days. And we're going to share them with you. I have on the line Nombulelo, and I have here with me Yanga Nombulelo, who is from, well, she's in Pretoria. And we've got Yanga, who is from Mthatha. Let me just add them here on the screen, and let me take myself out. I'll leave them here. Nombulelo and Yanga, how are you doing, ladies? Hello, ladies.
Hi,
Can you?
PJ.
Okay, yeah, y'all
Hello,
can hear
PJ.
me. Are you good, Yanga?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm alright. I'm alright. Thank you. I'm alright. And Nombulelo, how are you? Yeah, I think Nombulelo's got an issue on her side. Well, it's not me. I didn't mute her. Now I did, though. Yeah, she must unmute. Nambulelo, just unmute yourself there, or somebody check on her if she's okay. Younger, tell us a little bit about your journey. Not too long ago, you were here with us on the Viber Clock, where you were sharing us your life story. So you've come a long way. I don't have your life story here. It was a beautiful, beautiful short, a short snippet of your story, which was amazing. I'll try to refresh people's memories later on. But I would like to know your story in terms of what happened last week, in terms of your graduation and so forth.
Oh, yes. On the 24th of June, I graduated um, with a bachelor's degree in accounting sciences. So, yes.
Tell me, so there's accounting and there's accounting sciences. Is there a difference between the two, or is it, yeah, what's going on there?
Yes, because accounting science is psycho accredited. So I'm not sure about accounting, like the accounting for other institutions.
Okay.
How does it go? But our side is like it's psycho accredited.
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
Like it takes you as like in a CA route. Like you don't have to do other things. Like just go straight to CA route when you want to be a CA chartered accountant.
Okay. Okay. How long do you
Yeah.
do that to be able to accomplish it, or to graduate rather?
For undergraduate, it's 3 years. It's 3 years. It's a 3 year degree.
A
Then you
three-year
can
degree.
add if you want. Yes, then you want to do like you want to Landuka go through Spiker, then you can add like do your CTAs, write your APC, ITC. Then yeah, it's a long journey when it comes to like you want to be under a professional body.
Is this what you wanted to do all along? Or is it something which just came and you were like,
Let's
I'm
see.
not letting this down?
PJ, why are you stuck?
It's you who's stuck, not me. I'm it's on your side. Meanwhile, I'm going to can you still hear me?
You just asked the question like is something like I wanted to do all along or
Yes. Is it something you wanted to do all along, or is it something which just came you just figured like,
no, no, it just came like I applied for something else, then I was given an offer in this course. So I have to take the opportunity. So it's
okay.
something that came along. Yeah.
All right, this is awesome. I've got some pictures here from your graduation. Your graduation was here in Joburg, am I right?
Yes, they're in Joburg in Pretoria. That's right. Yeah.
I was in Pretoria.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say, how come you didn't come holla at the fam? I was about to complain, but nah, you're safe. You're safe. It was in Pretoria. You still could have come, but we'll forgive you in in this case. Tell us a little bit about what were the challenges you faced to obtain this graduation.
Okay, my academic journey started when I my accounting a higher certificate in sciences because I didn't qualify for a degree. So I did my higher certificate, which is a 1 year course. Then like I didn't did accounting in high school. I was so terrified, but I was like, I'm going to grab this opportunity. So I did my 1 year course, which was the highest certificate, of which it was a surprise to me. I passed my certificate with a cum laude, a distinction. Then they said the following year, I registered for a bachelor's degree, which is my 3 year course. And then I did my first year, which it has 10 modules. I passed all the 10 modules with a distinction again, which is my average was all about 75%. Then second year, everything was going fine, but I dropped because everything was coming deeper and deeper. My average dropped to 70, but it was still okay.
I'm still listening. I think your network cut. I think Younger's network is not networking
PJ,
properly. It's you. It's not me. Don't blame
oh my
me.
God, this network.
Yes, your network, not mine. Not mine. Don't blame me. But we're listening. We're still here. We're still here. Can
Oh, you
you?
can hear me.
Yes, I can. I can. But you can
Oh,
go
you
for it.
hear like you heard everything like from like second year. Okay,
Almost.
then I did my second year of
Okay.
yes, my second year. Then I dropped like a little bit from 75 to 70. Then my third year, it was very challenging in my third year. My core modules were very difficult now because I was doing taxation, auditing, financial accounting, and management accounting, and they added new two modules which were new in our year. There were no previous question papers for me to refer how they asked from the previous past years. So it was not easy. And the challenge was like, it was very challenging. And with those challenges, I managed to pass four and I failed two. Then I have to like come back the following year and to do the two because I could not graduate without completing my degree, like my subjects, all of them. So I have to come back the following year because it was year modules. So I have to do these two. Then after these two, I completed my degree, which is I graduated this year. Then that's how it was challenging. Like I have to sacrifice sleeping at school, like we're not sleeping, in fact, like cross nighting, practicing, trying to get the subjects, like trying to get this accounting concept in my mind. So yeah, that's how it was.
Wonderful. Tell us where to from here.
From here now, I'm still applying for psycho articles and also cyber because I'm not like, hey, PJ, it's accounting is intimidating. Like when you want to go through psycho route, like psycho route is very, very challenging. It's a long journey. It's a long journey, but I'm still trying to figure out which one I should take the similar route. I should go through similar route or I should remain psycho, or I should apply for cyber. I like, yeah, now I'm still completed. I don't want to lie. But next year, obviously, I'm going to do my honors.
This is awesome. And what would you say to a young person? For example, you said that in the beginning, like your marks, things weren't up to standards, all those challenges. What would you say to a young person who's contemplating on giving up on their dreams and they feel like, yo, this thing of dreaming high or thinking high, aiming high is not for me? What would be your words? Because I feel like what you've conquered thus far is something which you have the right, you have what it takes to tell people what to do or what not to do.
All I can say is that they must stay motivated, resilient, stay focused, and also you should like bounce back from your setbacks because these are the traits that are valuable that in a personal or professional settings that can.
You almost pretty much answered the question Kanyuso had here. It's written here, question for younger. When you failed some modules, how did you bounce back? But I think you pretty much answered it just now. I think your
Yes, like to
determination.
bounce back.
Hmm.
Yeah, being motivated, resilience is the key. Stay focused.
Did you have a lot of distractions?
Distractions. No, I didn't have any distractions, PJ.
Did you have the thought of giving up?
Okay, I can say distractions. No, no, I never had those thoughts. You, I could never. Giving up
Okay.
was not an option for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's because I mean sometimes we have that thought of giving up. Not that we do give up, but maybe that thought. But if you didn't,
Yes.
that's also not a problem. Yeah.
No, I never had that thought.
Okay. Younger, I need you to move just to the center of your camera because our time is very short. Right to the center of it because you are, yeah, it's cutting your face a little bit. Move your camera a bit more, like put it right in the center or move back a little bit. Yes, that's fine. And I want you to share your final words before you go and motivate and inspire those who are watching you right now.
Oh, okay. All I can say, PJ, to those who are starting or anyone uh, that is want to achieve something in life is that you should be resilient, be motivated, stay focused, bounce back to your setbacks, and don't give up. That's all I can say.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, and keep doing what you do best. Keep pushing, keep fighting. You said next year you're coming. You'll be back for your honors.
Yes, next year I'm definitely doing my honors.
Great, and then you'll be back here next year in on the Vibe Clock, telling them that you just upgraded what was already there.
Yes, into level 8.
Thank you so much. And a huge shout out to our Tata fam. You guys have definitely an example there. You have someone who isn't just talking, but she's walking the talk. And this is definitely an inspiration to us all. Now, let's see if we've got Nombulelo, if we can have Nombulelo here. I don't know. Apparently, she couldn't hear me. Nombulelo, can you hear me?
Hi, PJ. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm well, thanks, and yourself?
I'll be doing good. I'll be doing good. Nombulelo, tell us a little bit about your story on your side. Similar to Younger, you have a story of victory to share with us.
Um, okay, 3 years ago, I decided to pursue a career that I was not really familiar with because of certain challenges that I faced. Because after matric, I tried applying to institutions and I couldn't get to where I wanted to be. Initially, I wanted to become an internal auditor because I was doing accounting in high school, but it didn't work out because my math was not so good. So I took a gap year, unplanned gap year, and it was not easy. I think in the beginning of the year, I was receiving like the rejection letters, and it was a lot for me to take in. And then I started applying to other courses that I thought I could relate to, and there was this one that um, I sort of like could relate to. So I like writing, literature. I love books. I like reading. I like improving my vocabulary. So I found a course that is like more to that stream, and then I pursued it. So the name of the qualification is Diploma in Language Practice. So it takes 3 years, and I pursued my studies in TT, and I graduated this year, April.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your course. I'm a bit confused.
Oh, so sorry. Basically, what the course does, it teaches you language and also how to edit, how to proofread. You can be an interpreter, you can be a translator in the course. It depends on what you want. You can also become a language teacher. So basically, what you do is you choose a language that you want to learn, plus your native language, and English was compulsory. And the other modules were like your proofreading, your editing. They were teaching you like basic skills on how to edit and how to work on text. Yeah, I think that sums
So,
it up.
so when you read the comment section and there are those who instead of putting there ain't no stopping us and they put they ain't no stopping us, you be like, oh my gosh, I need to proofread that. Is that how you feel?
Almost all the time, I struggle. I think. I think you can ask. I think Temi can attest to that because I remember there was a time where we've had the translation, like certain content from Brazil to translate it into English. So whenever I would see that in the group, I'd be like, no, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. So it makes you be that kind of a person. You notice certain errors because you also are taught how to translate because most of the time when we use apps like your ChatGPT, it does word for word translation and the meaning is lost during that
Yeah,
process because
true.
there's idioms that you use in a certain language and you cannot necessarily find the equivalent if you use like an app. So I would notice such, and there are certain like other things like wordiness when you use like the same word in a sentence, you become like that. Yeah, you become that very. I don't know. You become that very observant when it comes to language and typing, and it just comes automatically. You would want to correct certain things.
Okay. So getting a question here. Is it linguistics?
Yes, it is linguistics.
And then like you learn as well about other languages. What do you learn about other languages?
So you have a sorry. So you have a choice. You do English as compulsory and your native language, or the language that you did in high school, whether you did Afrikaans, Zulu. I did Zulu at school, and but I'm Swati. I did Zulu and I did English. And then when I chose the third language, you can choose from all the South African languages, and there was also French. So I was a bit scared of French, so I went for Tsonga. So I did three languages.
Okay. Don't you?
So they
Yeah, yeah.
teach you the basics. Sorry.
I feel like you should have gone for the out of your comfort zone because I mean you can use French outside, but either way that's your choice. So I'm assuming that Nombulelo's that person you don't want to speak wrong next to. I feel like we're all gonna be mute when we're next to you because we're gonna be speaking, saying things, and you'll be like, uh oh.
Not that much, not really. There are certain things that you would say and I'd be like, no. But I think people around me get used to it. I know when and when not to because I've seen people like taking offense in it. So I try not to do it as often. But yeah, it does happen automatically.
All right. Now tell me, what were your challenges in your journey to reach where you have reached?
Yo, okay, I had okay, there was a lot of challenges. Firstly, it was going to varsity. Number one, that when I got there, I didn't know like a lot of things. Trying to navigate and find my way through everything was really hard because I was someone who grew up, I can say, in a very um closed like place. I didn't know much about town. I didn't know much about, doing your own groceries, going out. It was really hard for me. And another thing, I felt like to a certain extent I didn't have much support from home because I remember my roommate used to get like calls from her mom every single day, and I wouldn't have that person to check up on me to call and find out if I'm okay. There were times where I would run out of supplies like it raised, and like I would have to like find a way to make things work. So I think that was the hardest thing for me. And I also got sick in my first year when I got to Pretoria.
Okay.
I think the weather didn't like me. I don't know. It was cold. And yeah, I started getting sick. I couldn't, it was too cold. I started getting sick. My bones are not okay. I had to go to the doctor. I had to pay for myself, even though I had like reported that yeah, I'm not okay. But I don't think that the people that I was telling, my relatives had paid like that much attention to it. So having to do things alone, I think that was like the hardest thing for me because I really wanted that support to the extent that my roommate's mom would call me sometimes. I think my roommate was like, "Hey, this person never gets calls from home. We ask her about home, like she barely refers to that because of how I grew up." I think I did mention my story previously. I had no parents, so I was raised by relatives. So going there, I felt like they did bring me here. They were there in the beginning, but in the long run, I was left to do things like alone, and I had to like learn how to do things alone. It was really hard, and especially if you have a roommate, I think people can attest that financially, like when the situation is not as good as you would want it to be, it becomes like tough. I think that was one of my struggles that I've had to face um, to get this
I want to
qualification.
I want to play a short video of when you received your diploma here. And I want you to talk us through this moment. I'm going to lower the volume here because I want to hear you speak over as, I don't know, I hope it shows on your screen as well.
I'm ready.
Tell us a little bit about
Oh my god.
who was at your graduation.
It's one of the mentors here in Pretoria who's like more of a sister. It's Mpo.
Okay.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, sis.
And I think that's my sister. I can't see the video.
Oh, okay. It's the video which our producer Bushe sent to us, and then you are currently crying whilst the hat is being put over your head,
She made it.
and then somebody said you made it, and you're being hugged by somebody in a red dress. Is that your sister?
Oh, yeah, the person in my red dress is my younger sister.
Okay. Okay. I see Mpo there, who's our VYG mentor. Now I want to hear from you, Nombulelo. What were the thoughts at that moment when you got that in your hand? What were the thoughts which went through your head, which went through your mind, which led you to break down in tears? Because I know those weren't tears of sadness, but I'm sure it reminded you of something. So tell us a little bit about it.
It felt like I was driven back like to that young girl that to a certain extent I didn't believe that certain things were possible for me and I'd ever make it that far. And I think a part of me wished that my parents were there, especially my dad. I was like really, really fond of my dad. We were so close with him. So when he passed away, like I think I even stopped dreaming. But after coming to the VYG, I realized the importance of forgiving myself first and also living with peace, not only focusing on things that happened in the past. And I'm very grateful for everything that happened, even the bad things that happened. But
Yeah.
at that time, I wished like there was a part of me that was like, if my dad would be here. And
Yeah.
also, I think my sister was the one who brought me to tears because I cried in the room before I left. But when we got there, she started crying. I'm like, why are you crying?
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, she was proud of me. If anything, the both of us, we always want the best for each other. And having to do life together, like we have had to have each other's back. And I think for her, it was more of like a proud moment, like to see your sister finally get, the qualification that she has been pursuing for such a long time.
How many graduates are there in your family?
Well, I'm the first. I'm the first graduate in the family. So,
Okay. It's the way you said it, so I kind of figured. I'm like, let me ask that question. And that's such an
yeah.
inspiration for the VYG fam. Because of time, it is already 9 minutes past 8. Nombulelo, I'm not going to keep you for much longer, although I know that both you and Younger would have so much more to tell us. But what would be your words to those who are going through a lot? Those who feel like, I see some in our comment section, they're like, I can't wait to graduate, but they're going through so much and they feel like, yo, will I even be able to make it? What would be your words to them? I feel like you have the propriety to speak about making it.
I would say that one thing that kept me going, number one, is always look at the bigger picture. Just picture one of these days where you will be interviewed and asked about your story. You have the pen in your hands right now. You can either write a story of saying, I failed and I gave up, or you can come back and say, I persevered. We all have a choice, regardless of the things that happened to you. I remember hearing something, for me, it was really hard to take it in. They said that life is made 10% of what happens to you and 90% is how you react. So how you react to your situation right now and how you take things and how you view things is going to eventually affect your future and your plans and your dreams. But do not let your background pull you to the ground, because there's a lot. You can still be the person that you dream of becoming, and challenge yourself. Like, if there's no one to push you, push yourself. It's possible. I believe at some times I've had to be my own cheerleader. If there's no one cheering you, cheer yourself. And yeah, at the end of the day, I give credit to God, because without him it wasn't possible. But
Sure.
believing yourself, believing in him without believing in yourself is not going to make things any easier. So work hard, put in those hours, those efforts. If you have to cut off certain things that are not adding to your life, cut it, so that one day you'll be able to tell your story, because now you have blank pages. It doesn't say you failed, it doesn't say you won't make it, but you have the pen in your hands right now, and one day you'll also tell your story of how you persevered and how things turned out and how you came out victorious.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you very much, Lebu. Not Lebu. I'm reading the comments and I try to speak to you, Nombulelo.
No problem.
Although I know you as Pumzile, because the first time I spoke to you, you introduced yourself as Pumzile when you were still in Emalahleni. So in my mind, it's Pumzile. But whatever. As long as you
I
are...
prefer Nombulelo, PJ.
You prefer
I
Nombulelo.
notice you always say Pumzile, please.
Okay.
A kind request.
From this moment onwards, I will only call you Pumzile. That's what's up. The first name is what counts.
Nombulelo.
Okay, Nombulelo, I'll only call you Pumzile. No problem.
Thank you so much, Richard, for having me.
It is our pleasure. We are the ones who are thanking you for being this inspiration and showing to everyone else what the work of the VYG is actually all about. I just wanted to add, somebody wrote here, having a family is so important. And even if you don't have a physical family, but if you have the VYG fam, this is the right family. This is where you're going to have the family to take care of you. And very seldom do I see a graduation in the VYG that does not consist of VYG members. I remember there was one, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, I
Yes.
think I had 3 mentors in my graduation, like, who made sure things happened for me. Some had to take day off, some had to drive me to the venue, and some of them had to leave work just to make sure that they were there for me. Like, I felt as if I was the princess of the day. Like, I was getting everything I wanted. People were there, and one of them I had 3 mentors, and one of them was a YPG member. So they showed up for me, like, big time. VYG is a family.
That's living living out what we speak about, what's written at the back of our t-shirts, together as one. We've got your back. And that's exactly what I love to see. And like I said, I've seen many other graduations recently. I remember Ditsemo, she graduated at Wits, and it was a whole VYG squad there. She was like a celebrity on the day. Indeed, we went, and I know that every one of you, both you and Yanga and all the others, everybody has that situation, that challenge, that hardship. And having the right people to have your back makes definitely all the difference. So congratulations to Pumzile and to Yanga. I don't... Look, no, it came natural. I'm sorry. I looked, I saw Pumzile. I'm sorry. You are not going to get it out of me. It's not my fault. It's your fault. I know people whom I know for years. After years, they decide to change their name. Everybody calls them this name, and I'm like, I know you by that name. So you're... So anyways, for this is to Pumzile, to Younger disconnected, but this is for the two of them. The natural applause. The VYG fam is proud of you too. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I am going to go for a short break. It is 8:15, 9 p.m. squad. I'm sure they're getting excited here. But I'm going to go for a short break. I have two more people who have to hop on here. It's going to be short what they're going to share. And I'm going to share, you're supposed to share the Lifestyle 101. I think I'll leave that for next week. And then I have another thing. I see this thing somebody mentioned here. I think Pinky spoke about this thing of this hashtags from Park Station. My goodness, guys, like just one I think is enough. Y'all keep repeating this thing here. Like, I hope y'all are getting lots of points for this. Your coordinator probably put a lot of pressure on you guys for this one, of which he's going to be here with us in just a second. I am going to go for a short break. And when we come back, we're going to carry on with what we have in store for you guys.
Stay right where you are, because we still got a lot in store for you. You're currently tuned in to the Vibe Clock, brought to you by the VYG.
Running our race, just at our pace, made some mistakes.
Won't take me down. Hate, you won't steal my crown. King with no kingdom, a prince with no peace. You've had your day, yeah, but today that's not me. 'Cause when I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me. So I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. I cast my cares up with faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. Keep on, yeah. Keep on, yeah. So now we soldier on. Let love be the first and the last word on our tongue. Fight the good fight. Push back the darkness. Light up the night. Light it up. Light it up. When I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me, so I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. Eyes up. I cast my cares up with faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. I can feel my soul getting freed now. Laying all my burdens down, I'm free now. Singing hallelujah, I'm redeemed now. I can feel my soul getting freed now. Laying down my burdens, I'm free now. Singing hallelujah, I'm redeemed now. Hallelujah, hallelujah. When I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me, so won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid. I lift my eyes up, I cast my cares up, faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no. Won't be afraid, no.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You have got this, fam. Don't be afraid. Stop doubting yourself. Stop looking down on yourself. This song here is an inspiration. It is a merge. It is like a link, a bridge exactly with the lives of Younger and the lives of Nombulelo, who have gone through hell and back, but they made it. So, on that note, today I've got two very special guests. Most of y'all don't know them yet, but you guys are going to know them as of now. I'm going to bring to you guys, I don't want to say rivals. It would be wrong for me to call them rivals. It's a friendly rivalry. In the VYG, we love a young competition. So I've got, I don't remember, I remember the nickname of the one. I need to remember the nickname of the other. The VYG consecrated name. When you come to the VYG, you get given, as we had Uncle Vinny, as we had Shaka, they had been given their VYG name. Now we've got two coordinators now who have replaced both Shaka and Uncle Vinny in this amazing work of the VYG at the grounds as well as in Park Station. I'm going to put them up here and we're going to hear from them. My brother, on the left, I've got my brother, Pastor Zillion, and on the other side here, we call him Utata, representing the grounds. The whole VYG fam, they're looking at the two of you and your respective branches, the grounds and Park Station. They're looking at you guys and they're like, don't disappoint us, Tata, how are you doing today? You can talk. I think your thing is unmuted there.
Okay. Good evening, PJ, VYG fam, Holy Ground. Good to be here on the VBO clock. All is good.
All is good.
Yeah.
Mr. Zillion, talk to us.
No, good evening, PJ, and the rest of the VIG fam. As you can see behind, we are sitting in a historical place where champions have been made. And we are ready to defend our trophies from the grounds. We are not about to give them that easy. We keep them this side.
Oh, okay. Now they're talking about the grounds and, okay. I wasn't going there. I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying to Zillion, you can see on the background there, the holy ground. What we have there on the back.
No, PJ, what will matter the most when we have the mega hangout, the results will tell itself, and the one who loses, the trophies can come and be stored here in backstage, as they've always been stored.
Oh, okay. I'm ready to see this. But I want to ask you guys, we don't have yet a confirmed date for the next mega hangout because it would have been next week Sunday, but next week there's going to be the other. I'm not too sure, guys. Let me double check. I'll let you guys know. But I don't have a confirmed date yet. But I want to know about tomorrow. What can we expect happening at the grounds in the morrows?
PJ, I just want to start by saying last week we had an amazing hangout and it was lit. So tomorrow they can expect more. For them to find out, they have to be there because tomorrow we have something that we are cooking for them. In fact, it's already ready. So they just have to come. So I don't know about PS, but here in the grounds tomorrow, the fire is lit.
And Park Station?
Now, at Park Station, we are bringing back theater. So we started to work with our projects whereby we produce material to perform on the hangouts. So we'll have 4 dramas coming from the 4 nations that we have. So we are working on quality producing theater. So if you are someone who wants some quality, going to a show, even though you don't pay, we wish we would charge people to come because what we're producing is top quality. So if you are someone who's looking for quality, we also invite you, PJ, just come and be blown with the quality you'll have before you go to Cape Town. So that when you go to Cape Town, we've got some inspirations to say, guys, we did it like this. So just come and follow those trends. So on a serious note, we're working on art in the form of drama, stage dramas, and music as well. This is where our youth have their talent, and we're allowing them to explore their talent in the VIG.
Awesome. I want to just show before we wrap up this segment just some amazing work, which also at the grounds we're doing. We were doing it, but I think it's going to be reignited. But I just want to share with the guys here, and I would like Zillion for you to just share with the fam a little bit about the work which was done this week of the music, the keyboard and stuff. If you can just
Yes.
elaborate a little bit about it.
No, we have talent in the VIG. It's just that we have not given it time for us as mentors to give our youth the platform for them to explore their talents. So we have two keyboards now, and we have tutorial sections from YouTube. So they come and watch the tutorial sections and they practice on the keyboards. So we have a date specifically for music and a different instrument for a different time. Now we open the floor to register those who want to learn keyboards, drums, and a guitar. So it's going to be a course that will take about 3 months. After 3 months, we believe they'll graduate and they can show us what they have, maybe in our mega hangouts and other events that we are going to have. So that's what we are going to be working on music.
Superb, superb. And you said it's going to be for keyboard, guitar, and what?
And drums, rhythm, drums.
Okay, okay, interesting.
Yes.
What are the requirements for these for this for the practice or the course?
First of all, we work with everyone. We welcome people from the schools. We welcome people that we evangelize from the streets. So as we work on, the requirement number one is commitment. You can't learn something new if you're not committed to learn that. So I told the guys today who are registering to say, we are starting with a class like varsity with 50 or more, but numbers will go down because if you're not going to be committing, coming to the practice, you just come on the days that you feel like you are going to defeat the purpose. We're working on having something of quality because imagine one day seeing someone who's an artist in keyboard or drums who came from the VIG. That's the bigger project. So the requirement number one is commitment. We don't judge who you are, we work with everyone. The only thing that we need is commitment from the people who are enrolling.
Superb, superb. Uh, and as well, Tata, I remember that we were having a while ago at the grounds the classes for the IT, which I know that they will soon be restarted. We will be refurbishing the class there for the fam at the grounds. But tell us a little bit about what the fam can expect from the fam from the grounds.
Yes, PJ. So we are working on that, preparing ourselves to engage the VYG for them to be educated when it comes to the IT and the computers, how to operate that. And of course, not only that, we are working as well to engage the youth in the projects. We have the media project. They are here with us every Saturday, 1 p.m. to learn how to take photos, videos, how to record those things, as well as we have other projects as well, like sports, netball, soccer, every Saturday. So we did have, in fact, today, new VYG who came for the soccer, which was pretty good as well. So yeah, the project in motion, and we are going to strengthen the work so that we engage the VYG to be part of this great work that we are doing.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. For us to wrap up, next week you guys will speak more. But for us to wrap up, what can the fam expect when they come tomorrow to the hangout?
Of course, the Zoom
Okay.
should be there. The Zoom should be there. And I remember, PJ, when I arrived for the first time here at the grounds, I mean, the youth was so amazing. The the spirit, the energy, and they just came up with a name so quickly. They said, no, we have to give him a name. And within seconds, they came up with that. I was like, yo, okay. Yo. And then the next day, after they hang out, everybody, ta, 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 ta. So, you know, but yeah, tomorrow, the VYG can expect that the vibes will be there. Of course, we are going to have the theme of tomorrow, which is going to be very important that the time is now. So we are inviting all the VYG to be part of the VYG hangout tomorrow.
Certainly. What about Park Station, Mr. Z?
Now, what we are going to be having tomorrow at B1 in our zone for the hangout is that we are going to open the mind of the youth. The time is now for us as young people to go to another level. We challenge ourselves. You know, one thing we have in the ULG, we are together as one, but we have what we call healthy competition. And that competition challenges us to be better and excel in what we're doing. So we'll have tight competitions. As you can see on YouTube, the nations are fighting. It's particularly a competition. We can't even comment anymore, but the competition will be much tough. I think they already got their 10,000 some followers, so the competition will be tough tomorrow, but we'll open our minds. The time is now for us to open our minds.
Whenever you see something that's an overkill in the VYG, just know that it is
Competition.
a competition. All right, my brothers, I'm going to wrap it up here because time is, it is 8:30, and the fam here, they are really, really looking like we're going to be able to reach. Oh, but there's gang of you guys still, 350. I know you guys are still here. So maybe we'll be able to touch the 9 p.m. fam, of which I don't want to get there. But I want to shout out to you guys for the work that's already begun in your respective areas, and that every other coordinator, you push yourself for y'all to be able to supply. I know that not everywhere will we be able to have the projects as they are. Not everywhere will the projects work. Because you might have less people to be able to help. But at least the basic ones, as you heard in Park Station, they're going to be having the drama. You know, how hard is it for you to have a drama, for you to go on YouTube and download something? You might not be able to do, like the grounds, we're going to be having the IT classes, but there's football, guys who came for the first time just for soccer and all of these things. Next week, well, tomorrow already, the fast will have ended, so we're going to be going all out with the other projects. We're not going to stop, and even some of the projects haven't stopped meanwhile. So the media, even if you're going to get there, you get together and you're going to sit down and watch a tutorial to learn something. The ball is in your court. So everywhere we should be having this, everywhere throughout South Africa. I'm going to be visiting the Cape Town fam next week, and that's what I'm going to want to implement 100% more than ever. This is the kind of stuff which we want. It's led by our volunteers and obviously through the great work of our respective coordinators. So that's it from my side. I want to thank the two of you, and we meet soon. We are going to have a major competition which will begin in August. It's not going to be in the Viber Clock, but it's going to be a competition of its own. I already have who's in mind, who's going to be representing, because I know both for Park Station as well as for the grounds. So I want you guys to prepare yourselves for this and let the games begin. Let's see who's going to be storing trophies or who's going to be dusting old trophies there. And remembering the glory of the past. We're going to see exactly what's going to be happening. All right, my brothers. Thank you so much for your time. We meet soon and very soon.
Thank you for inviting us, PJ.
It is my
Our first
pleasure.
appearance.
First of many. All right, fam, I am going to move on quickly to, I was going to do the Lifestyle 101, guys. But I feel like today's Lifestyle 101 is a bit deep. And it's going to take some time. So I just want to talk about today's theme, which was and is the Diamond Walk, which is what I just wanted to share with you guys. The Diamond Walk, in a couple of some of our some of the malls around South Africa, you will find these corridors of only the expensive designer brand shops, where there will only be the most expensive brands. And obviously only the rich go there, or at least the rich can afford to go there and walk out with a bag. You go into one of those shops and you get things worth thousands and thousands of rand. I remember seeing like a phone case, a phone cover worth 5,000 rands. 5,000 rands, a phone cover. Probably there are others more. I'm showing mine, but trust me, it's not this one. This one's was like less than $50. But you would see phone covers worth crazy, 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 crazy numbers. And you start wondering, and you're like, my goodness, a person would actually be willing to spend this much on such things. And you'd be like, okay, that person has the money for it. Now, it kind of was something that's interesting. Here in Joburg, we have a couple of malls which are for only people who are really balling, people who really have deep pockets and they know what to do, or they know they have that money. They've run out of things to do with that cash. But one of these days, I was walking there and I noticed something. And I don't know if you guys have ever walked past or walked through the Diamond Walk, what they call Diamond Walk, the corridor with all these designer brands. And I don't know if you've noticed, it has a sense of quietness, a sense of loneliness. Obviously, those shops are usually quite empty because not many people can afford to be there. But worst of all is that sense of, I don't know, it has a gloomy feel to it, a sense of loneliness. I'm trying to find the right word. A depressing state to many of those places. And I don't think it has anything to do with the brands or anything, but I feel it has to do with the lifestyle, which people will do whatever it takes to chase. To wear clothes which have a lot to show on the outside. When you see somebody wearing that brand and you be like, this person is balling. But it always gets me wondering, how does that person really feel on the inside? Now, guys, I want y'all to just relax a little bit with the comments. If it's not relevant now to the subject, I want y'all to focus more on the lesson, which I want us to share. It really worries me. It's something that you've probably heard me say this quite a few times, but it worries me how often people will go all out and do whatever it takes to look so flawless on the outside, but forget to take care of what's going on the inside. I had someone tell me a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, that sometimes even in gyms, there are different gyms, and there are certain gyms which are only for the rich. So where you would be paying 1,000 rands, 500 rands for your monthly fee, there'll be that specific one where the fee is 10 times that. So you'd be paying 5,000 rands a month for that gym. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My gimbal just give me just a second here. And this is the worst time for this to happen because now I really want to focus on the most important. You know what? Don't worry about that. I'm going to switch cameras here. It's not a problem. Give me just a second. I'm gonna switch cameras here. Whoops, wrong camera. Give me just a second. You guys will hear me as I speak. You guys will hear me as I speak, just for me to be able to fix this thing here. So there are gyms in which people will spend thousands and thousands of rands just to be in that gym. You know, it's got an exclusive feel to it. It's got something exclusive to it, and people will spend thousands of money, and you would not know that there are actually people who commit suicide in that gym. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. There are people who will pull the plug, bring an end to their lives inside of a gym, pretty much making a statement. And I'm talking about there amongst the rich, which means people who have everything. And I was literally thinking about this, like I'm speaking about this thing of the diamond walk, how people will spend so much money, but so much money to be purchasing things in these respective places, to purchase things in these different shops, and an insane amount of money, And you start wondering, so this person's spending all this money, but are they really happy? Think about that. Just want to grab something here. Think about this. Guys, I'm not going to entertain the comments right now. I want you to please focus on what we're going to talk about now. I'm not going to entertain the humor right now, because what I have to share is so important. And if you guys don't take this into consideration, it's kind of like all of our work will kind of lose its how do I say, lose its essence. Let me just grab my other gimbal. Just a second. I need you guys to see me when I'm talking about this, and I've skipped the 101 specifically because I feel like next week won't do justice for me to wait for next week to share this. Almost there, fam. Almost there. Just want to organize this here, and you guys will see me in just a few seconds. So I want you to think about it. Imagine having all the money to achieve whatever you want. You've got the money to buy whatever you want. You've got the money to go wherever you want. You've got the money to do pretty much whatever you want. But you're unhappy. You're simply unhappy. You've got it all. But you're unhappy. You realize that in spite of all that money you have, you still don't feel fulfilled. Where you go, you're popular. People, they respect you. People look at you with all that respect. You walk with the aura. I like how Tandaziwe just mentioned here about sometimes suicide taking place in luxury hotels. I've heard of that too. Well reminded, Tandaziwe. People will have pretty much everything when it comes to money, but they're so broken on the inside. I'm trying to verbalize this properly. I'm sorry, with so many distractions here, I haven't been able to get to my point yet. And if I have to go until 9 o'clock just to get my point across, I don't mind. Because if I can open the mind of one person in this 5 o'clock, more than all the fun and all the achievements, more than that, I didn't ask, but if you ask someone like Nombulelo, if you ask someone like Yanga, who are VYG mentors, more than their achievements, which is so special, it is taking care of themselves on the inside. Yanga even said, I've never thought I could never give up, for her. Where does she get that? That's something internal. It has nothing to do with what she's got on the outside. It has nothing to do with wearing the most expensive brands. or having everything. And I'm not saying, guys, don't buy expensive things. Although I'm going to be honest, be careful if you are misled by buying things for others. If you're the kind of person who buys expensive things thinking about what others will say or think, you're already on the wrong path. Because you don't live a life for yourself. You do it to please others. Which means there's already a missing piece internally. There's already something which you need to fix inside of you. There's something that you need to fix within yourself. So I want you guys to think about this. It really got me thinking. And that was the first thing I was like, I'm going to talk about this in the Vibe O'Clock. When I walked in that diamond walk, I was actually going to the toilet because the toilet in this diamond walk corridor, the best toilets, even their toilets are posh. So I always use it. It's a secret at this mall. But, and I was with a friend, a colleague, and I was saying to him, is it me or does it just feel so depressing when you walk past these places? You know, it feels so, guys, you can look at a shop. Think about the cheapest shop, the shop where you buy cheap stuff, really cheap stuff. I can say to you that it is not anywhere close to the feeling of depression that you feel in those rich areas. Worse is that one of them, there are a lot of, it's an expensive designer brand, and there are people who actually queue to enter that shop. And I'm like, bro, you're paying so much money to stand in a queue. Because I believe when you pay more money, you avoid queues. When you're gonna fly first class, you avoid the queues. Or you buy a private jet, you avoid the queue. In this case, these people are willing to stand in a queue just to buy something for them to show to everybody, I've got it, you don't. There is no greater accomplishment than the accomplishment internally. You can accomplish on the outside. You can accomplish around you. You can accomplish the respect of people. You can accomplish the, the love of people. You can accomplish everything. But if you don't accomplish internally, you're broken. If you don't accomplish yourself, if you can't say no to your low self-esteem, if you can't say no to that voice telling you to give up, if that voice which says give up, you don't have what it takes to succeed, if you can't beat that voice, you're losing on the inside. How many celebrities have committed suicide? But they had fame, they had money, they had, I could say, influence, they had it all. But guess what? They had not accomplished internally. They accomplished on the outside what people believed, what we would see. How many celebrities, even here in Mzansi, which we would see, and all of a sudden that person was no more. Because they had achieved on the outside. They had conquered on the outside. But internally, they were broken, they were destroyed. Overcome internally. Fix inside of you. That's why so many of you want to be worried about love life. You want to engage in a relationship. You want to graduate. All of that is important. Those things are essential things, essential parts of our lives. But I need to say to you, if you don't start internally, no matter how far up that ladder you can get, you won't handle the pressure. You may even pretend, people might even see you as accomplished. You're like a bully, the bully who appears to be strong in front of everyone. He wants to show to everybody that he's tough, he's on top of his game. But he's so broken on the inside that all he has is his apparent physical strength to show to others. And just rephrasing, Victoria says, I have to accomplish myself inside, not outside. Actually, Victoria, you have to accomplish both. Inside and outside. But start inside. Start the accomplishment within. Because if you start the accomplishment outside and then you go inside, it's like building a house and having no foundation. A little wind will come and drop that house. Start inside. And then you go outside. Then go for it. My joy with people like Pumzile Nombulelo, and younger. These are people, they are mentors. These are people who have overcome themselves internally. Look at the story of Pumzile, someone who lost her parents. So she had a reason to tell herself to give up. I remember the story of our mentor from the grounds, Itu, who's killing it in the industry, the law, in law, working in one of the biggest banks in South Africa as a lawyer. She lost her mom. And, our parents are people who are very dear to us. That was a reason for her to give up, but nevertheless, she kept going. So I just want to say to you that you can accomplish whatever it is. You can be that person who can literally take the whole VYG, pass that diamond walk and say, pick an item, it's on me. But if you're broken on the inside, I'll be broken as your coordinator too. Because sooner or later I'll have to hear about you perhaps trying to overdose on pills, and as Offensa said, in mansion, how many people, they buy mansions, but they feel so lonely in that mansion. They felt better when they were living in a shack, because at least in that shack they had people there. And those people were with them because they were all broke. They were all in poverty with them. That's how some people have said. I've heard a story of a famous YouTuber who, he's Brazilian, and he got really, really famous. And he said in his interview, he's super rich, private jet rich. And he got to the point of saying, I feel like this has been more of a curse. Fame and money has actually turned out to be a curse to me. So I like how, I'm going to wrap it up how Faith put it here. Let your outside be a reflection of your inside. Let what's going on externally be a reflection of what's actually going on internally. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. As much as the VYG, you heard here our coordinators from Park Station, from the ground, speaking about the different things the VYG will be doing, the juge and the competition. Please, fam, don't forget to take care of yourselves internally. If you guys want to chat to us, you want to chat to me, send a DM, and you can put it, please send this to PJ, attention to PJ. If there's something, I do believe that those who are taking care of our DMs, they have the capacity. If not mistaken, Pumzila is one of them who has access to our pages because she's overcome. Not everybody. These are people whom I personally know, and I believe they have the capacity to reply to DMs and help. And sometimes when they don't know what to reply, how exactly to reply, they'll send it to me, PJ, how can we help? But I just want to say this to you. I want to see you accomplishing internally even more than I want you to accomplish externally. Externally, it's cool because we can tell everybody, guys, look what happened in the VYG. Look what happened to this person who was suffering with this and that, and now they've made it. That's awesome. But most importantly, that you've overcome internally, you've overcome on the inside. Got it. Take care of yourselves. In the morrows, I'm going to be joining the fam in Randburg. I'll be there with you guys in the afternoon for a hangout. And next week, I'll be with the Cape Town fam at Batenkin Street, number 9 Batenkin Street. But more than where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing, I want to say, please take care of yourselves internally. Take care of what's going on in the inside. I like how Nancy says, you can't buy a diamond heart to replace or hide the real heart. That's proper. You done said it all. And I know that you guys agree in all of these different comments. I'm not going to be able to read them all right now. It's literally 6 minutes to 9, and we got to prepare for tomorrow. The VYG fam is here for you guys. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer alone. We're here to take care of you guys. We have much love for you guys. And as the back of our t-shirt says, together as one. If there's anything that myself, I can do to help, I'll do it. Dali, my wife, we have the same vision to take great care of each and every one of you guys. So take care of yourselves and prepare yourselves when you guys see us, this place will be decorated. Next week, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be at the Cape with the fam that side. So I'll probably be in the Vibe O'Clock there. Otherwise, Uncle Z or Brazil, I don't know. I don't remember what is the name they gave him. Brazet and Utata as our as our beloved Bossa fam would say Utata. They will be here next week if I can't be, but I want to be with you guys. You guys will see a lot of lives from us there at the Cape. All right. I will drop y'all's comments here as we outro. Take care of yourselves, and y'all know there ain't no stopping us. If you are well within, nothing can stop you. We're out of here.
Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just that I pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Yeah, I've been through it all, Looking at Goliath at the stand tall. My heart it feel like David every time I fall. My problems look like giants, I'ma slay them all. Every single beef, I had to let it be. Spend a lot of time wasting energy. That ain't make sense to me logically, but I feel way better when I walk in peace. Please don't bring the gossip to me. I mean, no offense, I'm finding out jealousy only a lack of confidence. Focused on me more, focused on you less. Everybody do that, look around and be blessed. Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just that I pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Yeah. I know the pain you felt, I felt it with you. I know the hate you feel, the scar tissue. Unhealed trauma is trying to kill you, but come back to love, man, we all miss you. Hey, life is like a seesaw, it's up, then it's down. It's all about progress, you can't stop now. Take a step every day, look back and see miles. Could make it to the top if you stop looking at the ground. Woke up today, smile on my face. May not go my way, still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just that I pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay.